Yes, there is a sunnah before Asr and there is a sunnah before every prayer, because of the hadith in which the Prophet ﷺ said, between each two adhans there is a prayer. The prayer may be an emphatic sunnah, Sunnah Ratiba, or a non-emphatic sunnah, non-recommended sunnah, which sunnah غير راتبة. For instance, of the first example, the 2 rak'ahs between the adhan and the second adhan, which is a call to establish the prayer, the iqamah of Fajr. They are the most important 2 rak'ahs. Similarly, 2 or 4 rak'ahs between the adhan and the iqamah for Dhuhr. After that, the prayer before Asr, before Maghrib or before Isha is a sunnah liman sha', for those who like to do it. It's voluntary and it is not an emphatic sunnah. It is optional. The second part of the question, if this is the case, when to pray them, before or after the call to the prayer. According to the hadith which I mentioned earlier, the sunan, whether emphatic or non-emphatic, should be offered between the adhan and the iqamah. So if there is a prayer and the adhan has been called to it, you can establish the sunnah right away. But praying the prayer itself or its sunnah before the adhan is called or before its time has entered is null, is nullified, and it will not count. The third part of the question, which is, if this is the case, whether to pray in 2 couplets or to pray the 4 rak'ahs all together with 1 taslim. And if we're praying 4 rak'ahs, of course, we have to pray tashahhud in between. After the second rak'ah, we pray tashahhud, half of it. Then resume the prayer until the last rak'ah we sit, we recite the full tashahhud and we make taslim. Similar to the form or the format of praying Dhuhr, Asr or Isha. You may pray it this way or pray it by 2 couplets, 2 with tashahhud and taslim, then an independent 2 rak'ahs with tashahhud and taslim, because in the hadith the Prophet ﷺ said, Salatul Layli wa Nahar Masna Masna. Originally the sound collection, Salatul Layli Masna Masna. But in another collection it refers to praying the voluntary prayer. It is recommended to be offered 2 by 2, whether the night prayer or any voluntary prayer that you may offer during the daytime.